A gene test that detects the illicit injection of DNA to boost an athlete's performance will be used at the Olympic Games in Rio for the first time. The test can identify the presence of synthetic genes for the erythropoietin hormone, which artificially stimulates the production of oxygen-carrying red blood cells in the body. In previous doping scandals, athletes such as the cyclist Lance Armstrong have relied on direct transfusions of the erythropoietin to enhance their stamina and performance. But this method of blood doping can now be detected, so there are fears that unscrupulous sports people may switch to injecting the genes for EPO. These foreign genes become integrated into the EPO-making machinery of the body, with the effect of boosting the body's red blood cells without detection. The World Anti-Doping Agency is so concerned that athletes can now bypass its blood doping tests with gene doping that it has decided to introduce the first gene test in sport, said Carl Sundberg of the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm, an expert advisor to the agency. The suspicion is that for the first time gene doping may employ the technology that is used for gene transfer in the healthcare setting, said Dr. Sundberg, speaking at the ESOF Science Forum in Manchester. We've prepared ourselves over the past 15 years of research to detect whether genes have been transferred into the body. Gene doping copies, or mimics, what is done in gene therapy, he said. Gene doping involves the transfusion of the EPO gene into the body using viral vectors that inject the gene directly into the cells of the muscles, kidneys and other organs where EPO production can be boosted. The new test, carried out on blood sample, identifies the presence of these viral vectors as well as highlighting the presence of synthetic EPO genes, which are slightly shorter than the normal EPO genes of the body, Dr. Sundberg said. These are the two fingerprint principles that are necessary from a legal perspective. The test will only just be introduced in Rio. It hasn't been used in a real situation, he said. The blood samples will be flown out of Brazil to specialized labs in Australia and other parts of the world where they will be analyzed after the Olympics have ended. Professor Arnold Ljungqvist, a veteran anti-doping expert, warned that gene doping could be the next big scandal to unfold in international sport. What is problematic is that it can be pretty easily done by non-professionals at high risk. That is what worries the gene therapists around the world, Professor Ljungqvist said. Their own science may come into disrepute because of mishaps by amateurs doing this for doping purposes in the cellar or in the kitchen at home. It is very dangerous, he told the ESOF meeting.